All right, so a $450 laptop is on sale for 15% off. What is the sales price? How do I find that? Multiply 450 times 0.15, right? 450 times 0.15. And that's how much it's off, right? Okay, so we saved 67.50. Now, the sale price is we're going to take 450 minus 67.50. So 450 minus 67.50, and that's going to give me 382.5. Again, remember to have two decimal places after because we're dealing with money. Question. All right. So on the next one, it says a $5.25 burrito increases by 25%. What is the new price? So 5.25 times 0.25. We're here in our calculator. There we go. All right, and that's going to give me $1.31 added on to the 525. And so when we add that together, we're going to get 656. Okay. Question. Number 3, a 12-pack of 8-ounce juices boxes costs $6.99. What is the unit price per ounce? All right, so we're going to take $6.99 and we're going to divide it by 12 times 8. Why am I doing 12 times 8? There's 12 8-ounce boxes of juice, right? So each one or each ounce is worth 7 cents. Okay. Questions on that one? Don't mess up that one. Got to pay attention. You got to read. All right. A 50-foot roll of aluminum foil costs $4.48. What's the unit cost per foot? So 448 divided by 50. And that's going to give me 9 cents. Okay. Got to make sure you put the dollar symbol or the cent symbol. So if you would have put 9 cents, that's still correct as well. Good. All right, number 5 is what we talked about yesterday. So if you weren't here, try to pay attention. So Kate is 42 years old and she's 5'7" and weighs 160 pounds. What is her BMI? So remember, 1 meter is 39.4 and 1 kilogram is 2.2 pounds. So we're going to convert this to inches first, and that's going to give me 67. Okay. Now, when we want to convert that to meters, we're going to divide 67 by 39.4. And that's going to give me 1.70 meters. And then we have 160 pounds. We're going to divide that by 2.2. And that's going to give me 72.72. You could probably say 72.73. Up to you, though. Okay. Then we're going to use the BMI formula. So we're going to do 72.73 divided by 1.7 squared. And so that BMI is going to be 25.17. Okay, if you were like 0.01 off, that's okay.
Why you didn't put the decimal?
Shameful. You got to put at least 1 decimal. At least 1. Okay. All right. Did you finish 6, 7, 8, 9?
Yeah.
Okay, we want a minute for some of us. Okay, take a minute, try 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9. Okay, okay. The BMI on number 6, I got 22.71. 7, the waist ratio was 0.55. And then number 8, the percent was negative 20%. And then 9, it was 16.6%. Are there any questions about 6, 7, 8, and 9? Repeat which part? 6 is 22.71. 7 is 0.55. 8 is negative 20%. And then 9 is 16.6. Questions, comments, concerns? Yep.
How do you get those colors?
You take the waist inches and divide it by the height inches. So it should be a number that's like 0.5 or point something. Should never be over 1. Yep. 16.5. That's okay. Yeah. If you're like 0.1 or 0.01 off, I give it to you. Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay. So on your quiz, there are 6 questions. Okay, there are 6 questions on your quiz. The first question asks you about percent change. Okay, the second question asks you about percent change. The third question asks you how much was the original price? How much was original? Like, there was something that was 30% off. What was the original price? And then the next question asks you about percent change from a CPI table. Next question asks you about what's the new price after inflation. So if something went up in a percent, what's the new price? And then the last question, we haven't talked about this much. We're actually going to talk about it on the other worksheet. So we've been talking about, we're about to start talking about expenses, right? Does anybody know what a budget is? I feel like y'all know what that is. Okay, cool. So you only have a certain amount of money, right, that you can spend per month. Okay, go ahead and look at your review guide. So look at the other review guide that you picked up. Right, and then flip to number 5. Okay, so we're gonna do 5 and 6 together, and then we'll go back to 1 through 4. It's over there on the table, right beside it, right beside the basket. Okay, so Jasmine has an income of $2,400. So she can't spend more than $2,400. She estimates her monthly expenses to be $850 for rent, $300 for a car payment, $140 for car insurance, $60 for a phone, $200 for utilities, $100 for entertainment, and $50 for gas, $300 for food, and $200 other expenses. Does Jasmine have a budget surplus or budget deficit? Surplus means that she will have leftover money. Leftover. A deficit means that she doesn't have enough. Doesn't have enough. Okay, so what I need you to do is I need you to add up her expenses. So you're going to add up all of these little expenses and tell me how much that is. Adding up those expenses. Okay, so how much was it total? 2,200, right? Okay, she has 2,400 to spend. Okay, so 2,400 minus 2,200, there's 200 left over, right? So there's 200 left over, and we're in a surplus because she still has more money left over. If she was in the negatives, she would be in a deficit. Does that make sense? Hardest part of this question is if you add wrong. Okay. All right. Can you try number 6? He was in a deficit by how much? 240? Okay. Good. Questions? Okay. So that's your quiz. That's your quiz. I've got you a little bit more practice on the front. So 1 through 4. Okay. Go ahead and take a moment. Try 1 through 4. And then we're going to go over the answers in just a second. Okay. Okay. So what is the percent change from January 2014 to June 2015? So we're using this one to this one. Okay. Boom. Okay. So we get 238.638 minus 233.916 divided by 233.916 times 100, and you get what? 2%? Anybody else get anything different? Okay. 1.9%-ish. Did we round before we got to the end? Make sure that you put all 3 numbers because they gave you all 3 numbers, right? Okay, so you should get something around 2. Yeah? Okay. All right, on the next one, they tried to trip you up with this table. Okay? You weren't supposed to go in and just do all of them. You are finding literally from 1960 to 1990. So these 2 numbers, okay, and then we're plugging in 380 minus 1 divided by 1 times 100. What'd you get? 280. Okay? Questions? 380 minus 1 divided by 1 times 100. You're just doing those 2 numbers. You're not doing every single part of that table. The table is just there for reference. Yeah? So make sure that you read what it's asking. Okay? Jack's rent is $900 per month. When he renews his lease, the price increases by 15%. What is his new rent? We're going to multiply that together. What did that give me? 105. Okay, and then we're going to take 900 135. Dang, man. All right. Okay. Thank you, guys. All right, so we're going to take 900 plus 135, and what did that give you? Okay. Questions? Okay. A jacket is on sale for 40% off. The sale price is $33. What was the price before it went on sale? 46.2. How'd you get that?
Multiply the sale price right now by the percent off,
Uh-huh.
and you get 46.2.
13.20. And then you add that back to the 33, right? Okay. So how much money did we save? 13.20, right?
It's 13.
So how do you do that one?
So the price is $33 after 40% has been taken off the original price. So the original price.
Did y'all hear what he said? Okay. Go ahead.
The original price was 0.6, right, which is 1 minus 0.4 equals 33. Oh, sorry, yeah, 33. And you would solve, you get the original price by dividing 33 by the.
Okay, so back to it. The sale price was $33. This is what it got at the end, right? When we took 40% off, it's not from the 33. It's not from the 33. It's from the original price, 40% off of that. So he's saying Okay, you're gonna do 1 minus 0.4, and that gets you 0.6, right? So now, in order to find the original, then we would have 33 divided by 0.6. What did you get when you did that? Because the 40% off is not off of the 33. It's of the original price. The 1 minus 0.4 gives you that 0.6.
Where's the one?
So it's 100%
Oh,
minus that 40%. Okay, so what'd you get when you divided this? 55. So the original sale price is 55. Okay, so watch this again. We went from $55. There was a 40% off sale. What's 55 times 0.4? 22. Okay, that's how much we saved, right? Okay, let's say I tell you the original price was $55. 40% off, right? Then you would get 22. That's how much you saved. Now the new price would be $33. Now here's the thing. They gave you in the problem the sale price. So you're working your way backwards. Yes, Cairo?
I was gonna ask, why wouldn't you just like take the sale percent, right, and multiply it with the sale price?
Why wouldn't you take the sale percent and multiply it by the sale price? So take 33 and multiply it by 0.4.
Yeah,
What did that give you? That gave you,
that gave me 13.2, and then I added that to 33.
right. Okay, so let's look at that. If we did 33 plus 13.2, what does that give me?
I got
46.
46.2.
Okay, now take 40% off from that. So what's 46.2 times 0.4? Okay, so then take 46.2 and subtract 18. You don't get 33.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me summarize what you would do. If they give you the sale price, you're going to take sale price and you're going to divide it by 1 minus whatever the percent off was. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And that'll get you the original.
Oh, okay.
Everybody good? Okay, so if they give you sale price, you're going to divide it by 1 minus the percent off. One minus the percent off. Good? That's why you got to read. We got to pay attention to what are they asking. Good? We okay?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What I need you to do is take out your laptop and you are going to go to the apps and go into pair assessment. Apps and go to pair.